You're 24, maybe 27, and you just saw someone on Instagram your age or younger posting their brand new car, luxury apartment, or a beach photo with some nonsense caption like, "Money never sleeps." You scroll past it, but something strings. Suddenly your job, your bank balance, and your rented apartment feel embarrassing. It gets worse. YouTube hits you with a 22-year-old entrepreneur explaining how he made six figures dropshipping dog sweaters. TikTok, it's telling you if you're not making passive income by 25, you've already failed. And just like that, you're trapped in the most toxic part of modern adulthood, comparison. But here's the part no one talks about. Most of it is curated, exaggerated, or straight up fake. What's worse, even when it's real, it's not the full picture. You're comparing your messy behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. And that's a losing game every single time. In this video, we're gonna break down the truth about wealth in your 20s, why comparison is garbage, and what actually matters when you're just starting out. Let's go. The comparison trap, why it's everywhere. Here's the deal. Comparison isn't something new, but it's never been this aggressive. Back in the day, you compared yourself to the few people you knew in real life. Now, you're up against millions of filtered lives 24/7. Social media's entire business model is built on attention and envy. You see someone flash a Rolex or post "just landed in Dubai," and it triggers this little voice that says, "Why not me?" You've just entered a downward spiral. According to a 2022 study by the University of Copenhagen, heavy social media users are more likely to experience feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem, especially when exposed to success-related content. Here's the important part though. Most of these wins aren't what they seem. That luxury car, leased, that six-figure business, maybe it grossed that much, but profit probably peanuts. They put it out there for marketing purposes only. And let's not even start on people faking vacations for clout. Yes, that's a thing. You're comparing your early grind to someone else's polished performance. It's like watching a movie 80% through and thinking you missed something, when really you're just at the beginning of your own script. So here's the mindset shift. Replace envy with curiosity. Instead of, "Why don't I have that?" ask, "What can I learn here?" Most of the time, the answer is not much. You're better off focusing on your own real, messy, unfiltered path. Let's move into what wealth in your 20s actually looks like. Spoiler, it's not private jets. What real wealth looks like in your 20s. Okay, let's strip away the noise. What does actual wealth in your 20s look like? It's not six figures in your bank account. It's not owning a penthouse in your name. And it's definitely not dropping $300 on brunch every Sunday. Real wealth at this stage is about building the foundation. It's learning how to manage your money without feeling broke every week. It's building skills that make you more valuable. It's taking care of your mental and physical health, because burnout isn't a flex. According to a Fidelity study, the average net worth of Americans under 35 is around $183,500, but that number's skewed by outliers. The median net worth, just $39,000. So if you're sitting there thinking, "I only have a few grand saved," relax. That might actually be better than a lot of people your age. And guess what? Real wealth also looks like being able to say no to stuff you can't afford without shame, having time after work to rest or explore hobbies, building good habits like investing early, even if it's $20 a month. There's this false idea that your 20s are just the launch pad to success. Nah, they are success if you're growing, learning, and setting up a sustainable life. You don't want to go viral or be 25 with a Tesla. You just need to make consistent progress. Next, let's talk about the pressure of timelines and why it's mostly made up. The timeline myth, you're not behind. Let's talk about that annoying little voice in your head, the one whispering, "You're falling behind." Behind what exactly? Most of us are comparing our lives to some imaginary checklist. Graduate by 22, dream job by 25, married by 27, rich by 30, retire by 35. Come on, that's not a timeline. That's a BuzzFeed quiz on steroids. The truth is, life doesn't follow a linear script, and everyone's path is different. Some people peak early, others take time to figure things out, and that's okay. According to research from MIT professors, the average age of a successful startup founder is 45. So if you're 24 and feel like you're late, you're literally 21 years early by real-world standards. Want more proof? Oprah got her first big break at 32. Morgan Freeman didn't land a major film role until he was 50. Even Jeff Bezos didn't launch Amazon until he was 30. The idea that you should have it all figured out by 25 is a lie. Most people are just pretending they do. And the wild part part, the ones who look the most ahead are often drowning in debt, burned out, or deeply unhappy, just so they can keep up appearances. So stop stressing about hitting life milestones on a schedule. Your 20s are not a race, they're your training ground. Now, let's move on to why financial freedom doesn't start with money. It starts with mindset. Money mindset, the one skill schools never teach. Here's the brutal truth. If you don't learn how to think about money, you'll never have enough of it, no matter how much you make. And yet, schools will teach you how to find the area of a triangle, but not how to budget or invest. Weird, right? Your mindset around money is the foundation for everything. Because if you're stuck in scarcity mode, always saying things like, I can't afford that, or I'm just bad with money, you'll subconsciously keep proving yourself right. Let's look at the data. A report from the National Financial Educators Council found that lack of financial literacy cost Americans an average of $1,819 in 2022 alone. Now multiply that over 10 years. That's over $18,000 just slipping through your fingers because no one taught you how to manage money. But here's the good news. Mindset is trainable. Start asking better questions like, how can I afford this? How can I increase my income instead of just cutting expenses? What does wealth mean to me? Freedom or just flexing? You don't need a six-figure job to build wealth. You need clarity, consistency, and a plan that works for you. And once you start shifting that mindset, you'll notice something wild. Opportunities show up more often. You become more resourceful. You stop playing defense with money and start playing offense. Build skills, not just status. Here's the harsh truth. If you're in your 20s and your top goal is to own everything, a car, a condo, the fanciest gadgets, you're doing it all wrong. The goal isn't to look rich. It's to become valuable. Your 20s are a prime time for building skills that print money later. Coding, sales, copywriting, design, video editing, digital marketing. These aren't just trendy skills, they're modern-day gold mines. People are out here dropping $500 on a monthly car payment just to flex, while others are dropping 500 hours into mastering high-income skills. Guess who wins in the long run? And the own everything rush? That mindset kills your flexibility. A flashy car doesn't teach you how to negotiate. A mortgage doesn't teach you how to pitch a client. And guess what? The average person in the US doesn't even buy a house until age 38. Stacking skills gives you leverage. Leverage gives you options, and options are the real flex. Stop trying to win a game of appearances. Start playing the long game. Build stuff in your brain that can never be replicated. That's wealth. So if you're in your 20s feeling lost, overwhelmed, or behind, just know you're not. You're living the messy, unpredictable, beautifully complex part of life that everyone goes through, but few talk about honestly. Wealth isn't flashy. It's slow progress, steady growth, and learning how to trust your own timeline. It's not about comparing, it's about creating. Every skill you build, every dollar you save, every boundary you set, that's your foundation. Forget the pressure to be extraordinary by 25. Aim to be authentic, resilient, and intentional. The truth about wealth in your 20s, it's not found in viral success or expensive brunch. It's found in showing up for yourself consistently. So block out the noise, reclaim your journey, and remember, you're not behind, you're just getting started. If you benefited from this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, and make sure to stick around for similar content.